Hi everyone, I'm sure you're wondering why we're in my bathroom again, and that's because I'm going to dye my hair. We will be dyeing my hair red, or whatever this color comes out as on my hair, I don't really know. Last time I dyed my hair was in February. I did it like a pink. It was with Manic Panic Hot Pink hair dye. Today we're gonna try this. That's never gonna focus, but Manic Panic Rock and Roll Red. Already did this just as a test. I just left it in for about 20 minutes or so, and I mean it came out. It's colored, so I'm happy with that. It's kind of like, honestly, it reminds me of when I dyed my hair like 3 months ago. It's kind of a similar color almost, but definitely more on the red side and less on like the purpley pink. So I'm excited to see what this looks like. I already put lotion like around like my hairline and stuff, and on my ears and on my neck. I still don't have Vaseline, just like last time. I don't have it, but I read that you could use like body lotion, and that should at least minimize the amount of color I have on my skin, because I think with this red color it's going to be even worse than it was last time. I'm just going to start off by like sectioning my hair away so that I can only deal with part of it at a time. Oh, also, it's on a Monday, so Akatoshi isn't here, so when I do the back, I'm just gonna have to like eyeball it and figure it out myself. So hopefully it turns out okay, but never really know. Now that we're sectioned off, I'm gonna put my gloves on. Got the trusty rubber bands again that I can tie around my wrist so that the glove like actually stays on my hand. It doesn't keep sliding down, because these are, I don't even know what size these are. Universal size, I guess, means large, or I just have small hands. We're ready, so let's get started. I also decided while I'm doing this, I might as well like answer, not like questions from subscribers, but just like a general like get to know you questionnaire type thing. So I have it written down on my phone over here, so when I keep looking over there, that's why. They're just in like a random order. I don't even know. I haven't really read through them all, so I don't know if I'll do them all or if I have an answer for them, so we'll just see what happens. So the first one is, what's your favorite Netflix show? For Akatoshi and I, we really like watching Terrace House. This is kind of a weird time to be talking about Terrace House. Actually, one of the people on the cast for the like most recent season, she actually just passed away, I don't know, like a week or so. It was Hana. She was like the pro wrestler on there, if you watch the show at all. Really liked her, so we were pretty sad to hear about that news. But besides that, yeah, we do really enjoy Terrace House. Also, Love Wagon, I think, yeah, that's what it's called. Or Ayanori. It's like, it's a group of like 6 people, I believe, 3 guys and 3 girls typically. Sometimes, or maybe it's like 3 girls and 4 guys. Kind of depends on who leaves and who comes. But they all road trip in like a big bus around Asia, like all kinds of countries, and go to like major cities, and they learn stuff along the way. And they, I mean, you're not like, you don't have to find love, but the like fun part of it is that if you like develop a crush on someone and you think they like you back, I guess if you don't know, they like act like they don't know, but I feel like if I was on it, I would know like that guy likes me. Like it would be obvious to me, but maybe it's different for the people that go on the show. But yeah, so if they have a crush, they go to the bus driver and then they tell them that they want to like confess to their crush, and the bus driver will give them 2 plane tickets basically. And so then the person who's confessing, the next day they'll like meet in this like big field or something, some like really vast landscape. They'll meet, and then it'll be like that, the confessor and the crush, and the confessing person will be like, oh, I really like you, I would really love if we went back to Japan together. And then the person who's getting confessed to can decide if they want to go back to Japan with that person, like, and essentially agree to date them. And like that's basically the whole show. And then if they don't want to go, they can say no, and then the person who confessed has to go back to Japan though. Their trip is over. But if their crush also likes them back or wants to try to date them or whatever, they have to kiss, and then they go back to Japan together. And then like someone will come in and take their spot. There's always like a queue of people waiting, I guess, in Japan that want to be on the show. So yeah, that's 2 shows that Akatoshi and I really like to watch. The next question is, show us your songs tab on Spotify. Obviously not on the computer or in your computer right now, and I'm not going to touch anything. Honestly, I listen to all kinds of things. Right now, I listen to a lot of K-pop. I love BTS. I'm getting into TXT. Aktoshi and I like Twice and Blackpink. We went to their concert. That's the last time I dyed my hair. I dyed it pink for the Blackpink concert. So we listen to a lot of K-pop. Trying to find like J-pop, but honestly, J-pop is not as good as K-pop. I'm sorry. But some K-pop artists do songs in Japanese, so that's nice. I also listen to like musicals. I really like My Fair Lady. Any of the Disney music. I love all Disney music. I love all Disney movies. I listen to other pop, I don't know, like things that are in right now, I guess. I try to listen to them all and see how I feel about it. I also started listening to, I don't know what they are. I think it's in Tagalog. So they're, what, Philippines? Maybe? There's a like Filipino song, I think. I can't even remember what the name is right now or who it's by because it's in a different language, but venturing into some other languages as well. Sometimes I listen to music in French. Listen to all genres, really. I would say maybe like country. That's really not my thing, but I mean, I'm sure there's some country songs that I wouldn't mind. Next is, what theme parks have you been to? I don't know. I haven't really been to that many like theme parks. Like if you're from Indiana, like Holiday World, I've been there. Or I don't know if I've been to a Six Flags or anything like that. My favorite park is definitely Disney World in Orlando. I go there at least every couple of years with my mom, actually. That's my like Disney traveling buddy. We both really love Disney and we like going together, so that's definitely my favorite park to go to. My goal right now is that I'd like to go to all of the Disney parks in the world. So I have been to obviously Florida. I've also been to California. Just like very quickly, only one time. I'd like to go back and see what it is now when I can like actually remember it better. And then Aktoshi and I, when we went on our honeymoon, we went to Europe. We went to the Netherlands, France, and UK. So while we were in France, we stayed in Paris. We actually decided kind of last minute, like 4 days before we were going to be in Paris, that we wanted to go to Disneyland Paris. So we went to that. And now that I'm in Japan, I definitely would like to go to Tokyo Disneyland as well. But it's kind of been closed for a while for obvious reasons. But I think they'll probably start opening back up maybe next month or so. So definitely going to make a visit there while we're living here. And then there is a Disney in Shanghai, China. I just want to try to go over there while we're living so close. So I'd like to go to that Disney as well, just so I can say I've been to all the Disneys. I think that would be really fun. Who was your childhood best friend? Probably my mom. My mom is definitely my best friend even now. I'm someone who doesn't have like a ton of best friends. I don't have a lot of friends in general. I kind of like make really intense like best friends in school. We'll hang out all the time. That's like my go-to person. And then we'll just kind of like stop talking and like drift apart. I'm not really that great at like keeping like communication up. I mean, they know that even while like I'm friends with that person. Like I'm like a horrible texter. I don't even text back half the time. They know I read it, but like I don't really know what to say back, so I don't. So I mean, that's kind of my fault that I don't really have a lot of friends currently, but I mean, there's no like bad feelings. It just is how it is. But yeah, my mom, definitely. We have stayed best friends my whole life. Camera stopped recording. I need to like figure out the settings. It always stops at like 14 minutes. I mean, because that's like a long clip and maybe they think you're not doing anything and you forgot, but I need to figure out the settings. Anyway, camera stopped. I finished the like the front half. So I just have like this back half to do. I have no idea what's going on up here. I don't have that much more to do, but I kind of need to like concentrate so that I know I'm getting it everywhere in the back because I can't see it. So I'm going to do that and then I'll come back on here and then I'm going to answer some more questions once I'm like just sitting because I have to like wear this little cap and leave this on my hair for 2 hours so we can talk then. Hey, hello, I am back. I just cleaned everything up. Obviously I'm done with the hair dyeing because it's in my hair and I have my cap on. So I'm just gonna kind of like hang out for 2 hours-ish. I have a timer going right now. So I think last time I dyed my hair, I stopped at like 1 hour and 45-ish, and my hair was like already like drying at that point with the dye in it. So I think as long as I make it to that point, I should be okay. While I'm just hanging out and waiting, I figured I can answer some more of the questions I have on this list, just, you know, to make the video a little bit more interesting than me just dyeing my hair. And in case you aren't my family member and you don't know these things and you want to find out these things, so we'll just continue. What was your dream job as a kid? I feel like when everyone is asked this question, they have the same answer, and it's like veterinarian or marine mammologist was actually my goal when I was like 7. I'm not sure I would even be able to find a job in like marine mammalogy that actually would pay me enough that I could live, but it sounded like a fun job at the time. Do you have any siblings? Yes, I do. I have an older brother. He's 6 years older than me. I kind of like had the experience of having a sibling growing up and also kind of being an only child, because once he went to college, he like moved out, like he was out of the house. For me, you know, in college, I stayed home like the whole time. I mean, I lived in the dorm, but like I was living at my home during the summer, and then during like the last year or two, I lived at home. But anyway, yeah, I do have an older sibling. Now he's married, he has a wife now, and then they have a son. It's weird knowing I'm an aunt now, but I actually don't really get to see him. Like I just saw my nephew when he was born, like the week he was born, and then when I got married, they came, of course, but like that wasn't like a family hangout time. It was, and I'm getting married, you know, and everything's super busy. So once I go back home to the US, I definitely want to like spend more time with him so that he knows who I am. But the good thing is that he's so young, so he doesn't like, he's not necessarily going to remember me now anyway, so I'm not missing out on too much. But my family here, one of Akatoshi's brothers also just recently had a daughter, so like she's younger than my nephew is, but you know, similar in age. So I get to see her in like her first years living, as well as Akatoshi, which is good because, you know, we'll move back to the US and then we'll have this family here, but at least we got to meet her while she was like a baby. Next is, do you know your personality type? It's like, I don't know, INFJ maybe? I don't know, it's definitely introverted, not extroverted, but the rest of the letters, I can't even think of what they stand for at the current moment. But it's something like that. Have you been to any concerts or festivals? I've been to 2 concerts. My first concert was actually Earth, Wind & Fire concert. It's probably maybe my dad's favorite group, maybe. I also really like them, so does my mom, and so the 3 of us went together probably only like, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago. So that was my first concert. I was probably the youngest person in attendance, probably the only person under 30 there, maybe, because this band is, you know, pretty old and not a lot of younger people know who they are. And then the second one was the Blackpink concert. They're like a girl K-pop group. Akatoshi and I just went in February since they were performing in Japan. And last question off of this list that I feel like answering is, how well do you get along with your family? I feel like this has already been addressed because I talked about my mom and going to Disney and she's my best friend. But also I get along really well with my dad. We're also very close. My whole family is really close. My brother, you know, he moved out a while ago and he lives, you know, he always lived in a different state, but we're all really close. I get along really well with everyone. And so definitely like family is probably like #1 to me. Got like a little teary-eyed. It's kind of hard living in a different country than your family. I mean, I have Akatoshi's family here, which I'm thankful for. His family's like super awesome. Like his mom is great. I spend like a lot of time with her. His dad is great. His sister is great. I love all of them. All of his brothers are great. Their wives. You know, I like spending time with everyone, but of course I miss my family back home. I'm not usually like an emotional person, like outwardly. I definitely am good at like hiding it. I used to like never cry. Like I didn't want anyone to know I had emotions or anything like that, but I think like I'm kind of like, as I get older, it's like whatever, it's fine. So yeah, definitely family's important to me. Missing them a lot right now, especially with like all the coronavirus stuff. You know, my mom was supposed to come in March. She was going to visit, but then she couldn't because she couldn't fly here and all kinds of stuff like that. Now, you know, I'd like to go home and visit at this time. Definitely can't go back now, and so don't really know when my mom can come visit. Oh, and why I'm saying my mom and not my dad. My dad like really hates to like fly, especially that long of a flight. Like it's like 13 hours, like the main flight to get here. He gets kind of claustrophobic, so sitting in an airplane that long also isn't fun. It's not fun in general, but being claustrophobic and being in like a little space probably isn't his cup of tea. So that's why he probably won't be making a visit here. But for my mom, just trying to figure out if she can come or if I can go back. So we'll see when all of the flights and everything start to kind of open up and when we can visit each other. So yeah, that's some questions that I just found randomly on Google, just to get to know me in case you were interested. I'm just kind of gonna go make lunch and eat that while this all sets here. And then I will catch up with you once it's been about 2 hours. Okay, hello. It's been 2 hours-ish, so let's take this off. Oh, it always feels good to take it off because like it's like over my ear, like digging in my ear when I have it on. Oh, the horrible line here. Like that hurts sitting in that for 2 hours. Well, sorry, I'm looking at myself in the mirror. Okay, I'm gonna take all the clips out and then rinse it out, and then we will see what it looks like wet, and then I'll blow dry it for you guys. Hi, let's see what it looks like. Okay, I'm definitely red. Also, this hair dye like smells, I don't know, kind of like Play-Doh. I can't think of like the thing, but it's something from childhood. It smelled like it in the pot and now like in my hair. So just an FYI if you do this. All right, here's it wet, and now I'm gonna blow dry it and I'll show you that after as well. Okay, ready? Here it is, my nice red hair. I actually really like it. I think it's fun. Let me show you like in like natural lighting too. Let me go in the other room. I have the window open here so you can see what it looks like. Ooh, maybe if I'm like not a ghost person. Here it is in just normal lighting. There's the color on my natural blonde hair, no bleach. I like it. So yeah, here's the hair. Hope you liked seeing the process. I don't know, maybe in another 3 months I'm gonna wanna do a different color. I have no obligations while I'm living in Japan. I'm not like needing to have like natural hair color for any reason, so might as well have fun while I'm here. What do you think?
I think it looks good. I like it. Well, I like the pink too, but I like this one better.
More? I think I like this better.
Because like red's my favorite color.
Yeah, that's why I did it. Happy birthday this month. Okay, thanks.
See ya.
Here's our Instagram as well. Please follow us there if you would like, and we will see you in the next video.